does 666 mean?
In Revelation chapter 13, it says you cannot buy or sell without the mark of the beast. Now let's count the number of the number of a man, 666, or 666. There's been all kinds of preaching done on that. I don't know for sure, but it appears like it's going to be some kind of computer code. It is interesting, when they first developed the barcode, which is on any product, if you have anything with a, that you bought at the store with a barcode on it, in the early days, back in 1973, when that code was developed, they had to have a store code and a product code. Let's say you have an ink pen, okay? I got a pen here somewhere. So if you get an ink pen, the people who produce this pen, Sharpie in this case, they have to have some kind of number for their business, for their factory. Where was this produced? Was it in, in say New York or something? So they're given a code of binary letters, and they made up this binary code where zeros and ones, computers only speak in zeros and ones, off on binary code. And they had a whole system of numbers, 0 through 9, and they had it with white lines and black lines. But they also have to have a separate one for the individual store owner so he can keep track of his product inventory. So rather than use the Sharpie, New York factory code, they had a totally different code for the, Walmart that sells it. So if you look at any code on the back of any product, there'll be two skinny lines at the beginning. And then there's a series of black and white lines. Then there's two more skinny lines in the middle that are unmarked. And then a bunch more black and white lines, and then two skinny lines at the end. All of them have that. Look at anything with the barcode on it. Okay, well, two skinny lines is the computer code for 6. Why? I don't know, but they chose 6 as the barcode, beginning, middle, and end. So every barcode product you buy since 1973 has a 666 on it. Now, is that the mark of the beast? I don't know, maybe something like that. But it's interesting, it says you cannot buy or sell without the mark. I think the technology is certainly here to inject a little chip in your hand the size of a grain of rice, and when you go to the store, you run your groceries over the scanner, and you run your hand over the scanner, and you walk out. Or better yet, there aren't any cashiers. You get a basket full of stuff and you walk out the door, and it's got a sensor that automatically reads everything in the basket at one time and reads your hand and deducts it from your account instantly. And if you don't have it in your account, the police grab you walking out the door. It's store owners driving this because it saves a lot of money to not have to have cashiers.
Right.
And there couldn't be any theft. People now go into stores, steal stuff, stick it in their pocket and walk out. What if you had to have a barcode to even enter the store? A chip in your hand. So you steal something, shove it in your pocket, and walk out, and it charges your account anyway because it read your hand. So I think the technology is certainly here. I suspect it's going to be something like the barcoded chip or something, and it goes in the hand. And it's interesting, it says the mark in Revelation 13, the mark of the beast goes in the hand. All the new versions that I'm aware of, almost all of them, say it goes on the hand. The guy who develops these little microchips from Digital Angel was being interviewed one time on the Pat Robertson show, 700 Club, and Pat asked him, he said, "Sir, some people think this chip you're developing might be the mark of the beast." He said, "Oh no, my chip goes in the hand. Look in your Bible, Pat." And Pat opens his Revelation 13 and it says goes on the hand, because he doesn't have a King James. That's an example of changing one letter. Does it go in the hand or on the hand? King James says in. New versions say on. And so he said, well, folks, go ahead and take the chip. This is not the mark of the beast.